Finally, guys. I mean, been looking forward to this for a long time
Yeah.
because you guys are one of the most acclaimed young duo in Nashville. Such great music last year.
Thank you.
Buzzworthy, if you will, from both of you. So thanks for being there.
Yeah, thank you for having him.
Of course, so. And let me start with this, guys. I mean, have you guys ever thought about this? I mean, you guys grew up like together in Hendersonville. Basically, you guys were like in the same classes, basically same neighborhood. I find it like the odds of like this happening all these years later.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like a miracle, isn't it? That you guys not only found each other, but that you guys are having success, that, that people are loving you, that you're on tour, that like the whole thing. It's like a 1 in a trillion chance. You guys ever think about this?
Honestly, I love what's something. Yeah. What do you think about it?
I mean, I think, well, we went to the same school. Like, we went to a school called Beach, and we didn't meet each other there. We actually met at a little music school that Jake's dad runs, and so it's really cool that we like met after a long time, like going to the same school and not like knowing each other.
Yeah, but it's funny too because like I feel like I remember seeing Shelby around sometimes, like in elementary school but we were like 2 grades apart, so like 5th grade to like 3rd grade is a big difference. But yeah, I feel like I like have like breathable memories, so like maybe seeing Shelby around.
Do you guys ever look yourselves like in old photos or something, like old videos, and be like, like try to look for each other kind of thing?
Yeah, we have. I have. I mean, I've looked in like the yearbook for sure, and that's always funny to like see like me in 5th grade and Shelby, like find her in the 3rd grade. But what about you, Shelby?
I mean, I try to show them videos from like talent shows and stuff, and I'm like, you remember me?
That's great. And I mean, you both have said that like you used to be shy, like when you were like younger and all that stuff. And listening to your songwriting is like, wow, who would have thought? And it got me thinking, don't you think, Shelby, that like, I don't know, that almost like being shy as a songwriter is like better? I was thinking about that because you have to like find other ways to like, kind of dig deep.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely makes my songwriting deeper because I'm not really great at like communicating my like feelings with other people. And so the songwriting is definitely like my outlet for all of that, really. So
What do you think? Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I think when you're shy, I mean, you're not talking as much. So I think there's a lot more going on in their head that's not going out as much. So it's like songwriting is a chance to get that stuff out.
Right, of course. Yeah, of course. And speaking of the songwriting and getting your stuff out, I mean, the way that you guys like basically in the pandemic, like started making videos and all that. Tell me a little bit about that, because you guys started making great songs, great covers. But when did you guys realize like that you were striking a chord with people, that people were actually like connected with?
Yeah, I feel like we started in like March of 2022. So it was like it was like kind of post-COVID-ish. And before then we had been like riding together, but that's when we actually were like, okay, we're going to do this for real and start posting and like trying to make a career out of this. And I mean, honestly, it happened really quick for us because I think our first like viral video was the video of Sway, our cover of Sway. And that was in
sometime like summer,
like June, I think. Yeah, June or July. So like we had only been doing like posting for a few months, and we had like our first video that went really well. We're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy that this is already happening. But like that was just like, okay, this is a cool viral moment. Let's see if this like continues like this. And then with Michael Bublé like commenting and duetting on it, the video of us playing Sway, and then that turning in like to the whole thing it did. I think like as that was happening, we're just like, oh wow, like this is actually like moving forward and like continuing. Like it wasn't just this one kind of viral moment and then it's over.
Yeah.
And then like right after that, we just like kept kind of having more videos that would pick up and do really well. So I think just through that process, we're like, oh wow, like this is, people are enjoying like what we did. It's crazy.
I want to put a pin on the Michael Bublé thing, but Shelby, there seems that there was like a belief in you, like that you guys had like a belief in yourselves. That was like, just going back and looking at your old stuff was like, wow, like you guys almost like had like a certainty, which is like really kind of like inspiring, honestly, because the odds are low, but you guys fucking did it. But you guys had this incredible kind of like belief in yourselves. Where did that come from, Shelby?
Honestly, I don't know if I had like a ton of confidence in the beginning, really. I mean, we kind of just like decided that we wanted to give it a shot and just like post every day. And like I remember in the beginning we would talk about like I used to think it would be really cool to reach like 1,000 followers. And Jake was like, no, it'll be cool whenever we get the K, like 10,000 followers. And I was like, no, like that's so unrealistic. Like, come on. And I'll go like, I don't know. I think that just shows that like even when you don't like believe in yourself, like you just have to push through that. And like if you just need to try, you know? So
That must also be really cool about working as a duo, you know, partners, couple, whatever, friends, it doesn't matter. Like that dynamic that like when there's doubt with the other, or kind of like maybe the other one is there to be like, hey.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's nice. I mean, I don't know if I would want to do it by myself because it's just so much more fun doing it with someone. And for sure, like when one person's feeling low, usually the other person can be like, hey, like we got this, and totally kind of be there to help.
Totally. And take, you know, you mentioned the Michael Bublé thing. So for my audience, I may not know, Michael became a fan of you guys. Yeah. You guys even performed Sway backstage. Yeah. At this a Bridgestone, was it?
Yeah, it was at Bridgestone. It's really cool.
Things like that. Or like, you know, doing the song for Khloe Kardashian, like, you know, Kim requested a song or whatever. Those things gotta be like cool in the sense that they like validating that what you're doing is resonating, no?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it feels kind of, I don't know, like in the moment you're just like, oh, like this is actually happening. Like, I don't know, it's just this kind of like surreal when it's happening. You're like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this for these people. Like, how did we get here just from like doing videos and stuff? I don't know, but it does happen. So
what advice did Michael give you?
Oh, he was so kind. He was a really big inspiration just in general for us, like going there and like actually getting to meet him, and the way he was so encouraging. I mean, I think I remember him saying just like, keep doing what we're doing. Just being like, he was just talking about when he was in our shoes. He remembers like being back where we were and being like, I don't know, just like interested, like wanting to pursue music. And he's like, you guys have something special, so like keep going it because you're doing good. That's so cool. That was encouraging.
Yeah.
Shelby, let's talk about this. Pivoting between a song like Shut Up and Kiss Me, for example, or Fragile. It's like just going to like these two flavors. You know, both are spectacular, but both are so different. Yeah. Is that hard? I would imagine, I'm not an artist, but I am fascinated by this stuff. You know, kind of like having the ability to like pivot in all these flavors. Is that hard? You know what I mean? It sounds like difficult.
Yeah, I think it depends. I mean, we co-write with other people a lot, and so I think like for Shut Up and Kiss Me, like it definitely helps with like writing with other people too, because I think we tend to like write our like chill, pretty like acoustic songs, you know, but when we were making the album Learning to Love, we knew that we wanted to have some like fun songs in there. And so that one was, I feel like at first it was kind of like out of our comfort zone a little bit, but yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it's our fun song, we like to call it.
Okay, yeah, and that, yeah, I would imagine that it's also like great as a producer and everything, discovering that like, yeah, we can go in all these different directions now.
Yeah, I think there was a while there where we were kind of like, how do we want our up tempo like songs to feel, and like how do we want to enter that realm of music, and like how do we want that to sound for us? So I feel like we searched for that for a long time. Yeah, I think on this record we found what we like. That's cool. Yeah, that must be so exciting. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, that's great.
Shelby, let me ask about Morning Light, the latest single. It's spectacular. I mean, Goosies on top of Goosies on top of Goosies. Like, it's just beautiful. But if you don't mind sharing for my audience the story, I know it, but like sharing your story with that song and why you decided to put it into a song.
Yeah. So I was adopted, and I went to foster care, and I was adopted whenever I was like 6. And this was my first time writing about my experience going through foster care. And when I wrote it, I wasn't really like thinking at all that we would actually like release it. But I've been just thinking a lot lately about how I want our music to be genuine and real, and something that can help people feel seen and less alone. And so I kind of forced myself, like the day after I wrote it, to post a video of me playing it on social media. And I was just really overwhelmed by how many people could relate to that song. And so many people were sharing their stories with me and with each other, like in the comments of the video. And it was just really touching. And it just reminded me how healing music can be when it's shared. And so that just inspired both of us to release the song. And we released the song like a month after I wrote it or something. Like, it was really quick. We had never done anything like that before. And we also weren't planning on releasing anything like super soon after we released our album, but I think we just really wanted to get it out for people because we could see how much it was touching people.
Yeah, good call. So you went to Cape Cod. You were like
Yeah.
Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and you had like an active rate there, right? Like that, like you were like visiting kind of like kids in that situation. Is that what happened?
Yeah, we went on a writer's trip and we were staying at a friend's house and they were hosting this event for the Cape Cod foster causes, and they invited us to sing at their event, and that was the first time that we had ever heard about them. But yeah, it was really touching. Basically, they provide like clothes for foster children and foster parents in need.
Yeah.
And I think what meant the most to me is just the way that they help children like make their own choices, you know, and they remind them that they can still have some control, like even by just doing something as simple as picking out like some clothes or shoes that they want. I think that's really powerful. And I think it had also been a long time since I'd been around any like foster care like organization or anything like that. So it definitely like just brought like memories back for me, which I'm thankful for because yeah, I was able to write that song.
Is that the trick? If like Jake, like for example, like leaning into something that is like for a songwriter uncomfortable, like that you know it's gonna hurt, and being like, I am actually gonna go there, and it's gonna hurt. But is that the trick to creating that next level song?
I think so. I think I think that's where most people. I mean, the thing that's cool about it is, I think when you go into that extra deep place and share it, like it can be scary to share something that's real like that and extra kind of like deep, you know. But when you share it, you see that like it truly connects with other people too. It kind of just reminds you that like we're all in the same boat and we're all humans and we're all like learning as we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like encouraging, I think, to others when they're listening too to hear that, because then they hear it and they're like, oh, this person, so you're going through the things I'm going through. Not nothing. I get to like share that with them and like share those feelings and experiences.
Because it's hard to like go there, right? Like it's easier to just like rant about a broken heart and like and like a truck and a beer, right? But like going there takes courage, no? Yeah, tell me this is all right. Jake, let me ask you about like your production too, because it's tell me a little bit about like I know you're dabbling with that and
yeah, I mean, well, usually we're working with another producer, but yeah, we're both like heavily involved in the production process. I would say pretty much equally, but usually Shelby leans into me more on like the side of like, do you really like how do you want this to go, or like sound wise, but yeah, I mean, it's been a journey. I mean, I just started like doing this, I would say, for the first time right when we started like, let's make this record. And like, I mean, our first record was all acoustic, so I think that was easier because that's just like what we're doing on social media, right? So we're like, let's just like capture what we're doing now and share that and have that be our first thing. But then when we made Learning to Love, we're like, let's try to do like full production. Yeah, see what we can make out of it and see our sound can be. So that was definitely a big journey for both Shelby and I. Just like trying to find what felt authentic to us. Because there's just like so many options. I mean, it's been like hours, like so many days just like going through like different drum sounds and being like, no, yes. And then like a day later be like, no, that's not the right drum sound now. Right. So yeah, so I mean, it's fun. It's been a fun journey. And I think like this first record is great. Like I feel very happy with this first record. Yeah. And I'm excited to like grow from there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, let me leave you with this, guys, because we're gonna play a song first and we're stoked. You guys have talked about, one of your goals is playing the Rhino, highlighting the Rhino, which you will, and we will be there in the pews when it happens, But like, what other things, like what legacy, I know you're just starting out, and this is a very exciting period for you guys, but like, when you think of your duo and you think of like established people like Michael Bublé and like the legacy that they've given, and I know your influences, Phoebe Bridgers and so on. What do you want the Jake and Shelby like kind of like legacy to be when it's, years down the line when people discover all the beautiful music that they've given out into the world? You want to go?
I'll let you go.
You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. I mean, I think this is something Shelby and I both talked about, like, just since the beginning, is that we just hope our music can be as authentic as possible. And kind of like what I was talking about earlier, just share with people that we're all in the same boat and we all are humans and we can, I don't know, just like we should all like take that into consideration and remember that we're all in this together and we should love each other and be kind. Yeah. And, I think we want our music to just like, or just, I guess not even our music, but our legacy as artists is just to show like love to people and peace, hopefully. And I mean, it's always encouraging when we see people saying like our music brings them peace. And yeah, because it can be easy for the world to feel chaotic. Yeah, so we hope it can bring peace and love for people. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think too, I would love to just create a safe space through our music for people. And yeah, like what I was talking about earlier too, just music that can help people feel seen and less alone. And also like help them feel joy and help them heal and whatever they're going through. Yeah, I am music that can just be there for people.
Beautiful. Well, circles, and we should have come to so far. And yeah, it's uniting and you're bringing the humanity in all of us. So thank you guys for what you're doing. Very excited too. And thank you for stopping by. And if you want to play a song, we'd be stoked. Yeah, it's awesome. Let's take it.
We're Jake and Shelby, and this is our song off of our debut album called Shut Up and Kiss Me.
Thank you for tuning in. Click here to subscribe and get the latest from the show, including exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and once-in-a-lifetime performances. And as always, thank you for making Jrodconcerts Media part of your day.